What do you mean breathe, breathe? Don't tell me to breathe. I can't be. Yo, bring me a shot. Bring me a.
Oh my god, guys, we got some really cool new Bumblebee movie studio series figures for 2022. As of this recording, the reveals were just dropped like an hour ago, so yeah, we're gonna talk about all of them. Let's talk about our first reveal. And the first one we have here is the Bumblebee movie Voyager class Soundwave. And yeah, words can't even describe how impressed I am with this Soundwave figure. It looks like a masterpiece figure. Like, it feels like it just jumped out of the movie and I'm looking at a CGI model. It doesn't even look like a toy, that is, until you look at, you know, the hollow gaps in his thighs, but that's really all that is. Other than that, it looks like the CGI model from the Bumblebee movie. Yeah, I honestly have no complaints about the robot mode. However, the vehicle mode, I also don't have any complaints. If you remember Soundwave's character description from the Bumblebee movie, it did say that one of his alt modes was a Cybertronian tank, and yeah, this kinda does resemble a Cybertronian tank, just the turret is on the side instead of the top, but I don't really mind that. Also, I don't know if it's just you, but I think that the chest is going to be a fake chest for the robot mode and the vehicle mode because they do look a little different, and I don't see the Decepticon symbol on the vehicle mode, so it has to be a fake chest. But yeah, that's the Bumblebee movie Soundwave, and now let's take a look at the next figure. And so next up, here we have the Bumblebee movie studio series Ratchet, who is actually a deluxe class figure. Now this figure is also very screen accurate to the movie, but you can tell that this is actually a figure and not a CGI model, unlike Soundwave, who, again, they did a fantastic job with that. Now, I personally don't mind if a figure looks like a toy, because then again, it is a toy, so, you know. I just don't know about you, but it seems like his waist looks a little skinny, or just looks very flat. I just hope I'm tripping because I don't really know. But still, overall, the figure I think looks really, really nice. And even the ambulance looks good. The Cybertronian ambulance mode that they chose for this figure looks really, really nice. Again, I don't know if they had concept art for this or what, but still, I think this looks really, really good. And yeah, that's basically it for Ratchet. I think he looks really, really cool. Again, the only nitpick I have is that his waist looks a little too skinny or just too flat. I don't really know. I don't know. Again, I just hope my mind is just playing tricks on me. But anyways, let's take a look at the next Bumblebee movie figure. And so next up, here we have Studio Series Deluxe Class Braun. And just like Soundwave, I think Braun looks like he jumped right out of the movie. I think the robot mode looks really, really accurate to what we saw of Braun in the movie. And Braun is a character that I was never going to end up getting, or I thought I was never going to get it because it didn't really interest me, because I didn't really care too much about the character. But seeing this figure, I don't know, I might have to get it because it looks really good. It looks really, really, really good. So yeah, Braun, he looks really good in his robot mode. For his vehicle mode, I don't really know what it is. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be some sort of Cybertronian truck. But as you can see, there is a drill or something in the front, which I think looks really cool. Yeah, I don't know. There really isn't much to say about the Cybertronian vehicle modes other than they look really cool. I like the way they look. So yeah, Braun is a cool figure, and now let's take a look at the next figure. And so here we have the Bumblebee movie Deluxe Class Studio Series Wheeljack. And I'm not going to say much because a lot of people already know that this figure is coming out because, well, it kind of got revealed, I guess you could say. But yeah, I do like the robot mode. I think it looks really cool, although I think it could have been a bit better. I think it could have been a little bit more rounded out. But it doesn't really bother me too much because at least the figure does look like Bumblebee movie Wheeljack. And yeah, definitely a figure that I'm going to be getting. And yeah, the robot mode looks like Bumblebee movie Wheeljack. As for the vehicle mode, I think the vehicle mode looks really, really cool despite not even seeing it in the movie. I think this is probably my favorite Cybertronian vehicle mode out of all the Cybertronian Bumblebee movie characters we've gotten so far. Like, this almost looks like a futuristic Earth vehicle. That's how good it looks. And yeah, I don't have anything negative to say about Bumblebee movie Wheeljack other than I think he could have been a little bit more rounded out, but that's really just a nitpick. And so taking a look at the next Studio Series figure, here we have the Studio Series Core Class Ravage. And yeah, believe it or not, this is actually our first inclusion of Core Class figures in the Studio Series line, and well, it's about time. But yeah, for a core class figure like Ravage, I think he looks really nice. I think he looks cool. And surprisingly, the painting and the sculpting for a core class figure almost makes it look like a deluxe class figure. Like the sculpting and paintwork and all that stuff, I think looks really cool. I'm not sure how I feel about that missile piece under Ravage. I've never seen that in the movie, but hey, it's something, I guess. I just think it kind of breaks up the sculpt, and not in the good way, because you got Ravage himself, who is very detailed, and then you got the missile piece, which looks like a Lego piece, not gonna lie. But yeah, Ravage in his robo mode I think looks really cool. As for the cassette mode, I mean, it just looks like Ravage but folded up, as it looked like in the movie. And from what I heard, this will in fact actually fit inside of Soundwave's chest, so that's really nice to hear. It does seem like you can recreate that scene where Soundwave ejects Ravage to attack Optimus Prime, which I thought was a really cool scene. So yeah, that's really cool. So yeah, that's basically it for Ravage. I think he's one of the best looking core class figures we've ever seen. And now let's take a look at another core class figure, which is the Studio Series core class Shockwave, whom I think is a very odd choice for a core class figure. But then again, we've had other core class figures of random characters like Optimus Prime and Megatron, stuff like that before, so this isn't new. And yeah, I mean, why not? But again, just like Ravage, I think core class Shockwave looks really nice. I love all the detail. It almost looks like a Voyager class figure. And yeah, I think the Robo mode looks basically flawless. Yeah, I think the Robo mode is a good representation of Bumblebee movie Shockwave. And now looking at his Cybertronian tank mode, at first glance, I immediately got Transformers Prime Shockwave vibes from this tank mode, because it really does look like Transformers Prime Shockwave. And I think it does a really good job at that. I think it looks really cool. Yeah, there really isn't much to say other than it looks really cool. Well, other than the fact that you can tell how he's going to transform, the back treads are going to be his arms, and the front treads are going to be his legs, obviously. And now that we have that, let's talk about the last thing, which is the new core class packaging for the Studio Series figures. So here is the core class packaging for both Ravage and Shockwave from the Bumblebee movie. And yeah, I'd say they look really cool. You can see the CGI models in the front of the packaging there. And yeah, they look really cool. New shots of the CGI models are always nice. But yeah, there really isn't much else to say about the packaging other than it looks really good. I love the Studio Series packaging. It's one of the things I love about the Studio Series is the packaging. It always looks really cool. I'm just a little curious to see how the backdrop is going to work, because if you are a Studio Series fan, you would know that almost every figure has a backdrop piece. But if it doesn't have any sort of backdrop piece, then I wouldn't mind that at all, because there are very few people that actually use the backdrop pieces. And yeah, that's basically all I have for you today regarding the Studio Series figures. So overall, my thoughts on the new Studio Series Bumblebee movie figures is they look amazing. I am definitely going to be getting most of them. But yeah, my favorite out of all these new reveals today has to go to the Soundwave figure. That looks like the CGI model, but you can actually handle it and transform it and all that stuff. That figure looks amazing. Hands down, going to be a 10 out of 10 figure, definitely. I think my least favorite one would probably have to be the Core Class Shockwave. It's just that, I mean, Shockwave in Core Class form, I don't really know how to feel about that. I'm just hoping we get a Voyager class size Studio Series Bumblebee movie Shockwave down the line, as I think that would look really cool. And yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more Studio Series Bumblebee movie figures, and hopefully some Rise of the Beast Studio Series figures. I think that would look really cool. But yeah, 2022 seems to be the year for Studio Series Bumblebee movie figures and Rise of the Beast figures, since Rise of the Beast is supposedly coming out next year. But I want to hear what you guys think. Which one was your favorite? Which ones would you like to see in the future? And are you excited for more Studio Series figures in the future as well? Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. And as always, if you liked the video, click the like button. If you want, subscribe. It really helps the channel out. And click the notification bell so you won't miss videos like this. And I'll see you all in the next video. So as always, stay home, stay safe, have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you all so much for watching, and bye-bye.